Hey guys, Patrick Wind here, and welcome to this training model in which I'm going to show you the 3 basic elements of a fantastic Facebook ad. This definition of a fantastic Facebook ad does not come from me, it actually comes from the Facebook Business Help Center directly here. They say make fantastic Facebook ad. So let's explore what are the 3 recommendations from them that we have to have in mind when creating our ads. So the first one is clearly identify your business goal. So before you create anything, before you take photo shootings, before you record videos, you have to have in mind what is your actual goal. So if you're looking to introduce your brand to more people, telling them something about who you are, why you started your business in the first place, or to introduce your employees or location, that is something recommendable if you want to build awareness, right? And another thing is drive to foot traffic. So if you just want to bring traffic on your page, or what you really want is online conversions, okay, which I assume in the majority of the e-commerce companies is the main goal. And if you want to do this, if you want people to click and take an action online, you need to be very clear about what they're getting out of that click. You also need to make sure that once they've clicked through, the path to completion is easy and apparent. So what their general recommendation here is the golden rule of thumb, which basically says once a person has clicked on your ad, it should not take longer than 1 minute with one finger to realize the conversion. So basically, if they click on it on their phone and they just have one hand and basically just use the thumb, they shouldn't take longer than 1 minute to actually to complete the full checkout. So it's also the rule of 3 clicks from Amazon and all of that. So it's really important that once they have clicked on the ad and it leads them to an online conversion, that they complete the conversion very quickly. So once we have clearly identified what our business goal is, then we have to understand our target audience, because it makes sense to speak directly to the motivations and address the barriers preventing them from becoming your customer. So communicate the role of your business in their lives and why you should matter to them. Consider having different versions of creative for different audiences to ensure you're speaking to what really motivates each group. So that's interesting. That's what many people don't do. So having different versions of creatives for different audiences. For example, here Goldie Plus Mac, a small clothing boutique in Brooklyn, New York, has 2 different audiences, and so they have customized creative that is relevant for each. They know that moms are looking for comfortable, fashionable clothes that hide stains from their kids easily, while professional women want the latest styles that can take them from office to date night. So you see, for example, for each specific audience, they use a specific creative, and that is honestly super important because that goes aligned very nicely with the relevance score, which is a very important topic that we're going to cover later on, and it really helps you to increase this relevance score. If you create a specific creative, is it a video or a photo, for a specific audience. And then the last basic recommendation they give us is define your theme. So figure out what you want your audience to take away from your ad. Think about a theme or concept that will tie your ads together. This is a way that you can express your brand's unique point of view or what makes you stand out. The theme can be a concept, idea, or even a visual theme to create consistency among all your ads. The theme for the children's book leveraged the characters to show the personalized nature of the product. In the book's text, each character represents a letter. They also happen to have a beautiful illustration style, so they pull directly from the book's content for the visuals. So that's of course an interesting theme. I mean, for them it helps, of course, because it's very consistent and coherent with their actual corporate identity that they also have on their website. So to sum up everything, the basics, the 3 basics that you have to have in mind to create a fantastic Facebook ad is you really have to be clear what your business goal actually is. I guess in our case it's mainly online conversions, okay? So we really have to communicate that in our ads. Then we have to clearly understand our target audience and really consider having different versions of creatives for different audiences, for different subcategories of our audience. And then we have to have a theme nicely designed, and in the best case it is consistent throughout all of our ads. So guys, thank you very much for listening and see you in the next video. Goodbye.